So Alabama has had an amazing early signing day, just absolutely incredible for the most part. I think the best thing was that we were able to retain a majority of our players. We may have a couple players. Maybe again, we still have to wait about Jalil Skinner's decision if he wants to commit to Alabama or not, or if he's going to stay with that commitment or sign that NIL, or if he's going to leave and go somewhere else. And then obviously, I think with Walter Bob. From what I've been hearing, he's going to be going the JUCO route. I have no idea. I'm not really going to assume anything about it, but he is going to take the JUCO route from what I've been hearing from a lot of Bama media outlets. So for the most part, Bama was able to retain 22 guys, including getting a transfer in Eli Ricks, and I made a tweet talking about Eli Ricks. I'm very stoked about Eli Ricks. I am very excited about Eli Ricks. You're talking about a dude that was a third-team All-American, I think a second-team All-SEC cornerback. Was just, again, I've been watching this kid since the modern days back in 2018, where he absolutely dominated elite competition during his sophomore season, and then what he did at IMG. So I've been following this dude for a long time, man. But I'm excited to have him. He's a beast of a cornerback. I think that if he was on this roster right now, he would be the best cornerback on this team, and he would he would be a starter and possibly an All-American cornerback. But unfortunately for him, like I said, he's obviously he's not eligible, at least right now. He would be immediately eligible after the season's over. He still has to kind of rehab his shoulder and some of the injuries he's kind of sustained over his career. Obviously, when he gets to 100%, I'm excited to really see this guy play. It's going to be really, really fun to watch. As far as some of the other guys, Curtis Perry, a huge get for Alabama. Nick Saban's been wanting that dude for a very, very long time. I think he's going to be more of a depth player, more of a guy that we're going to have to see really develop, get him to the strength and conditioning program, and just see how he kind of does there. I think he's going to be a contributor, maybe his sophomore season, his junior season, something we're going to really find out. But more depth, I think a lot of these guys are more depth. Shaz Preston from Louisiana, I think would probably one of the freshmen that if I had to kind of bet money on, he would be. I could see him on the football field his freshman year. Very explosive receiver, great quickness, speed, agility. Has the catch radius, has the size. Preston again was a 5-star on ESPN. I think he was outside of the 5-star status as far as the 24/7 Sports Composite goes. But again, extremely talented player, top 10 player in the state of Louisiana. That's probably the one player that I can definitely see on the football field, or one of the players from this freshman class that I could see being put on the football field. If I had to probably give you guys a top 5 there. Earl Little Jr., a cornerback that again has been crystal ball to go to Alabama for I don't know how many months now. A guy that again we need the cornerback depth there. We're gonna see if he can be an immediate contributor to this team or not. But a guy that again is there for the future. We also retained Trey Fagans. We also got Traquan Fagans, I believe, coming from I want to say no, not Thompson. That's not Thompson. I'm thinking about somebody else. But Fagans, one of the best cornerback prospects in the state of Alabama. Also kind of able to retain them there. We'll see about Damani Jackson. There because, again, we have 3 cornerbacks now for this recruiting class. We'll see if he's going to come here. We also want Kendrick Law, the kid from Louisiana. So we're going to have to see about the cornerback situation, what's going on there. But Damani Jackson is going to be making his commitment tomorrow, Friday. So I'm, again, excited to see what he's going to choose. It's really between USC and Alabama. I think he's going to go USC, but if he chooses Alabama, then trust me, I'm going to be jumping up for joy. Jihad Campbell was one of those guys that I did not expect him to commit to Alabama. I heard that there was a trend going up for Alabama ever since he decommitted from Clemson. I just didn't think Alabama was going to be a player into his recruitment, but thankfully we did. He's more of a 6'3", 220-pound cat from IMG Academy, pass rusher, probably more of a natural 3-4 pass rusher. He could put his hand on the dirt, but he's more of a stand-up linebacker than he is more a guy that can get that can simply be in that 3-point stance, try to rush. More of a guy that can stand up on the 2-point position there. So Jihad Campbell's one of those guys I was also pretty excited for as well. Overall wise though, man, just a great recruiting class. I mean, we've lost one guy in Wesley Woodyard. He flipped to Auburn. Sucks, but flip to Auburn, but it is what it is. We're pretty deep at inside linebacker, and I hope that again he has a good career at the University of Auburn. Good luck to him. Very very talented linebacker. But overall wise, a great recruiting class. I'm not can't really complain that much. We did everything that we wanted to do. Well, not everything we wanted to do, obviously, because there's some obvious guys that we lost. I mean, Dalen Everett, I wanted to see if he can commit to Bama. For some reason, Kamari Wilson was still on Alabama's radar. As far as from what I've heard from the media outlets out there, the Bama media outlets, I did not think that we would have a chance to get Kamari Wilson. But still, yeah, we didn't get, so some of the guys we just really didn't get. But there's still some other players that we could get. We got 24 guys. Two of those guys, we're going to find out. Well, I know one of them will not be at the University of Alabama, from what I've been hearing, as rumor. But the other guy, we'll see if he will sign that NIL deal in Jaleel Skinner or if he's going to go somewhere else. Hopefully he does, but if not, it is what it is. I think they'd open more room, though, to see who we can possibly get. But again, Eli Ricks that made my day. Eli Ricks making that commitment, saying that he's going to come to Bama. That's a plug-in player. That's a dude that is a day one starter from the day he gets to campus. I'm extremely excited to see him, especially with the cornerback play that we've had really over the last couple of years. Really outside of Patrick Surtain, we've had okay to solid corners, but not those great corners like we had with Patrick Surtain, even from last season. I think that Eli Ricks, with potential, with Kool-Aid playing opposite of him. And again, I don't think we've ever had two 5-star cornerbacks as far as outside corners play with each other. As far as starting, I don't think that's ever happened during the Nick Saban era as far as University of Alabama goes. So that'll be fun to watch if we can have Kool-Aid and Eli Ricks potentially start. Or who knows, maybe Damani Jackson or Eli or Earl Little Jr. or maybe Kendrick Law commits to us. You'll never know. But overall, yeah, pleased with this class. We have a lot more open spots. We'll see what happens with Keishawn Butte, if he's going to transfer to Alabama, or Jamar Gibbs. But I'm excited to see what happens moving forward. But great recruiting class, great job by our coaching staff and Nick Saban. And, again, congratulations to all the young men, not just for the University of Alabama, but for all the young men that were able to kind of sign their NIL deals. Because, again, a lot of us would wish that we could be in your shoes, be in your position. So definitely go live up your dreams. Definitely take advantage of this opportunity, because you guys absolutely deserve it. You guys worked your ass off this moment.